To simply criticize, I am fully aware, requires no special talent. If one is to criticize, then I believe it requires vision and courage to conceive new and positive and comprehensive programs to lead West Virginia forward, and to assure it and its citizens the opportunity to share in the potential that all of us know is here. This I am dedicated to do. Therefore, with the encouragement of my wife and children, and with the best wishes of my family and friends, and with the sincere hope that the people of the 1st Congressional District trust my judgment in this matter, I will file for the Republican nomination for governor of the state of West Virginia. I've talked to a number of people about asking them to join me in this endeavor and in this undertaking to build as strong and as positive a base for the party to go on to success in the general election. I have had, very frankly, I believe, the encouragement of a number of people that I feel that would make, with me, a contribution in moving West Virginia forward. And I think that without question, once we move from the primary to the general election, that we can carry a campaign to the people of West Virginia in such a way that they know that I have around me the men that I can count on to give that 16-hour day if it's necessary to get this state moving, and that I can draw to me men of competence and men of character and men of honesty that will devote themselves to the job. Our announcement today one must come to the conclusion that is indeed a sad commentary on our times, when many West Virginians who have expressed themselves to me have revealed such the problems which we have in education, the lack of roads and transportation, and that somebody must do something to reshape the image of our state in such a way that industry would be desirous of coming in and locating within our boundaries. For these reasons, my decision has not been at all difficult. This, I believe, must also be said. In the past, I have been critical of the status quo in state government in West Virginia, and the fact that our state was not progressing at a fast enough rate in these times, fast enough to present us, even with a small measure of progress, from slipping behind even our sister states. And may I say that I shall do this at the earliest filing date that is available to candidates to file. I would like for you to meet, and I would like to present to the people of West Virginia my wife and 3 children, and have you meet the Archmore family. To win the primary, I think I have, sir. I don't engage in this undertaking with respect to a primary with any apprehension whatsoever. We've been working, and I believe working hard for a long number of years for this announcement here today. With respect to that question, may I say this. I had a call early in the morning of the day of his announcement, indicating to me, it was an individual who was a friend, that this announcement would be forthcoming. I would assume this occurred along about 10:30 in the morning. At about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I've talked with a number of people about building the party in West Virginia.
Well, this, very frankly, is one of the great problems that concerns me about whether or not we really are progressing in the state of West Virginia. It seems to me that if we had had a state government in which there was a real closer dialogue between existing industry in West Virginia and state government, and more particularly the office of Governor of West Virginia, some of the difficulties, some of the problems, some of the unforeseen circumstances that had this decision arrived at could very well have been avoided. I've touched base with the Sylvania people. It seems as though their decision is irrevocable. I'm hoping, of course, for a reconsideration.
Now we're going to put you on the spot. You, of course, are very confident of winning the governorship. What do you think you'll win it by?
What do I think I'll win it by? Let me say this, Ken. We've been traveling throughout the state of West Virginia. We come from this part of the state. We're a stranger to an awful lot of people, but we're confident that we're going to win this election. We feel that in southern West Virginia there's a real desire for good, strong leadership for our state. We feel that the people have greeted our candidacy with a rather warm and hospitable feeling. We have independent groups growing in southern West Virginia in every county supporting our candidacy. We have Democrats for more that are now operating in the major counties in southern West Virginia. We'd like, of course, for it to be an overwhelming mandate, and that's what we're working and driving toward. We feel right at the present time we're at the right place in this campaign, and we're going to spend. And we hope that the people of our area that know us will understand that we must, of necessity, spend quite a bit of time in southern West Virginia. But we feel that this has the ingredients in it of being a mandate of great proportions, which would carry with it some help in the Board of Public Works and some help in the West Virginia legislature. Of course, Ken, I don't want one of these things like horseshoes where it's as close as you come. You'd like to feel that it would be an overwhelming expression in the type of leadership that you want to provide for the state of West Virginia.